You will be shocked as Femi Kayode brings his family out in the open, speaks about his ex-wife, and Nigerians have been reacting and saying, Femi, are you really okay? I mean, in case you're not aware, Femi is the person who Nigerians feel very disappointed in. I mean, this is a man who is gone. He's really stood for Nigerians to a large extent, and his position on things is respected, and Nigerians, look forward to what he will say. He's one of the most staunch Buhari critics, and many people appreciate his position with regards to what he stands for and what he believes. But all of a sudden, Femi wakes up one morning, and I mean, rumors began to fly around. We began to see the smoke, but Femi told us that there was no fire. That it was just an innocent smoke. And I just like, okay, if you say so, we believe you. Until a very particular day came, and before you could say Jack Robinson, Femi was. I mean, Nigerians were so disappointed. I mean, if you say disappointed, it's an understatement. Now Femi is bringing his family out in the open as him and his wife go through a very dirty divorce, and just speaking about, some things, and Nigerians has been reacting. That's why we're really talking about this. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Thank you. My ex-wife Precious denied my kids breast milk to preserve her shape, employed 12 nannies, Femi Kayode tells the court. The former aviation minister, Chief Femi Kayode, has asked the Federal High Court Abuja to dismiss the 800 million suit that was instigated against him by his estranged wife, Mrs. Precious. Enshrined in the case was the former Minister of Aviation. In a counter affidavit he filed through his team of lawyers, told the court that his ex-wife, who is a former beauty queen, deprived his children breast milk on the account of the need to preserve her shape, coupled with a controversial medical condition which she claimed would not permit her to breastfeed them. In a 23-page affidavit, the personally that was personally deposited in an opposition to the file, Femi Kayode said it was not true that the applicant, Miss Precious, was violently separated from the 4 children that they had together. He told the court that rather she elected to leave her matrimonial home and consequently abandon the children in order to optimize without restraint her extramarital involvement and sexual escapades. Continuing, he said, as a fact, it is not surprising that Miss Precious is capable of such reckless abandonment because while she was with me in the house, she employed 12 in the house nannies to cater for the children, excluding supervisors, nurses who equally attended to them. The applicant did not at any time extend material care to the children for the reason she had a medical condition which deprived her of any bond to her children. She deprived the children of natural suck and of breast milk also on account of her to preserve her body shape. This, he said in the court. Nigerians have since reacted, asking Femi what exactly is going on with his family that the whole world had to know. Nigerians have been reacting, and you can imagine what the statement has been. I mean, from the far right to the far to the I mean, from the far right to the far left, you need to hear what Nigerians has been saying, and if you look at it closely, it's very disturbing because I mean people expected more from Femi. His position now, bringing out his family to the open, and all he's been saying. People feel very disgusted by it, you see. People feel very disgusted by it, especially with the fact that, people feel that Femi has not really, spoken in terms of the truth. Femi has been somebody who you cannot really trust. So him speaking in all this way do not really even do him justice because Nigerians do not really want to hear that. If you get what I mean, Nigerians are not truly happy with him. The betrayer on the whole nation, on Nnamdi Kanu, on Sunday Igboho, people feel very hurt. So him bringing out his family's whatever he's going through with his wife and his 4 children. I mean, how can your wife employ? How big was your house? So it was like you people were having get together every day. There were so many people in the house, 12 nannies for 4 children, so 4 nanny to 1 child. Does it take 4 people to look after 1 child? Apart from the nurses, and when you married her, she was a beauty queen, and she was telling you about the medical condition, and you were smiling and saying it's all right. She was telling you then that due to this she cannot do this. You accepted then all of a sudden is a crime now because you're splitting. I mean, Nigerians have been some people are saying, please forget about the guy. The guy is not well. I mean, very, 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 how do I say it now? Very unprintable words. Particularly, that's what people have been saying about Femi, and I will not want to oblige you to hear some of those words. Very insulting statement. You see, he's having a very nasty divorce with his wife, and what he's bringing out in the open, it's not very palatable. No, not palatable at all. I mean, you guys have your differences, but you once lived together and had 4 kids together. I understand that she's asking for 800 million. She's asking for that money because she knows, to a large extent, your worth. She knows you've got that money somewhere. Okay, she knows you've got that money somewhere. So if you don't have it, I don't think she will come after you to say, you must produce that money, blah, 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 blah. It's because she knows that you've got that money, and beside that, Femi is still undergoing some other issues. The courts, there is still other issues going on. This is Femi who will stand with Sunday Igboho. The same person will stand with Nnamdi Kanu. So people do not even trust him. So what he's saying, they don't even buy into it, and they're like, forget that guy. So even if he's saying the truth, he has so betrayed people that his words have no meaning anymore. If you get what I mean, people don't really care. I mean, whatever happens to him, so it's very disturbing, you see. So this is what is going on with Femi right now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Please don't forget, we are all in this together. Let's speak with one voice. Bye for now.